Whispers to Your Soul by James Keneth. Introduction. Embracing the Power of Acclamation. Welcome to Whispers to Your Soul, an audiobook crafted to guide you through the transformative power of acclamation, the profound act of openly expressing praise and approval. Life today, filled with digital noise and endless distraction, often leaves us disconnected from what truly matters: meaningful connection, inner fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. This audiobook isn't about quick fixes or self-level solution. It's about diving into the deep core of human connection, understanding the power of words, and using them as a tool to uplift yourself and others. Why acclamation matters. Acclamation is not just about complimenting someone or offering kind words. It's a force that can shift perspective, heal wounds, and build bridges where walls once stood. I believe this practice has the power to transform not only our individual lives, but also the relationship we hold dear and the communities we are a part of. Acclamation is about recognizing, vocalizing the value in yourself and others, a practice that fosters mutual growth and understanding. As I explored this concept, I realized that so much of the self-help world is focused inward, emphasizing personal affirmation and internal dialogues. But there's another equally powerful path, the outward expression of acclamation. My approach focuses on teaching you how to direct this energy outward to celebrate others in a way that uplifts you too. A practical research-based guide. This audiobook is grounded in research and informed by real-life stories and examples. For instance, psychological studies have demonstrated that expressing praise and acknowledgement can significantly enhance mental well-being, strengthen relationships, and even improve workplace productivity. However, I also discovered that many people struggle with giving or receiving praise due to insecurity, social norms, or a fear of vulnerability. To ensure this audiobook is practical, I've blended these insights with actionable strategies and relatable narratives. My aim is to make this journey not only enlightening, but also deeply personal and relevant to your everyday life. Through this audiobook, you will learn how to express praise and acknowledgement in a way that feels authentic and impactful. Discover how to overcome the discomfort or resistance that often accompanies giving or receiving compliments. Explore how the power of acclamation can heal fractured relationships, foster deeper connections, and enhance your self-worth. Gain tools to build a culture of praise within your personal and professional circles. Begin to see yourself in a new light, one that embraces your strength and celebrates your growth. What makes this audiobook unique? Unlike other self-help resources, this audiobook goes beyond affirmation and internal positivity. It encourages you to look outward, to connect with the people around you in ways that are genuine and transformative. It's not just about personal success, it's about creating ripple effects that touch lives beyond your own. Chapter Summaries. Chapter 1. The Essence of Acclamation. In this chapter, we explore the roots of acclamation and why it's so much more than simply giving compliments. I'll walk you through the history and psychology behind this practice, showing how it's been a cornerstone of human interaction for centuries. Chapter 2. The Psychology of Praise. Research reveals that praising others triggers a release of dopamine, the feel-good chemical, in both the giver and the receiver. This chapter dives into the science behind why we thrive on acknowledgement and how acclamation can reshape your brain to focus on positivity and connection. Chapter 3. Acclamation in a Modern World. Navigating the complexities of the modern era where much of our communication happens online, poses unique challenges. In this chapter, I'll guide you on how to offer genuine praise in digital interactions and why authenticity is key. Chapter 4: Authenticity in Expression. How do you ensure your acclamation is sincere? This chapter focuses on the art of meaningful praise, teaching you how to move beyond surface level compliments to create truly impactful moments. Chapter 5: Breaking Barriers to Praise. Many of us hesitate to praise others because of fear, insecurity, or past experiences. In this chapter, I'll help you identify and dismantle these barriers, empowering you to embrace vulnerability as a strength. Chapter 6: The Ripple Effect of Acclamation. A single act of praise can inspire a chain of reaction. This chapter examines how acclamation can create a culture of positivity in families, workplaces, and communities, turning small acts into big transformations. Chapter 7: Acclamation as a Tool for Personal Growth. Did you know that praising others can boost your own self-esteem? Here, we'll explore how the practice of outward acclamation reflects back on you, enhancing your confidence, resilience, and overall sense of self-worth. Chapter 8: Sustaining a Life of Acclamation. In the final chapter, I'll share strategies for integrating acclamation into your daily routine. From setting reminders to practicing mindfulness, these tools will help you make acclamation a natural and consistent part of your life. This audiobook is not just about learning, it's about transforming. By the end of Whispers to Your Soul, you will be equipped by the tools and insights to build a life enriched by the power of acclamation. Whether you're looking to deepen your relationships, boost your confidence, or create a more positive environment, this journey will guide you every step of the way. So, take a deep breath, open your heart, and let the whispers of this audiobook resonate with your soul. Together, we'll explore how the simple act of recognizing and praising others can unlock doors you never knew existed. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Essence of Acclamation. In this opening chapter, we embark on a journey to uncover the profound significance of acclamation, the act of openly expressing praise and approval. This practice, deeply rooted in human history, holds transformative potential for our personal lives and the communities we inhabit. The historical roots of acclamation. Acclamation has been a cornerstone of human interaction for centuries, serving as a means to express collective approval and unity. In ancient societies, public expression of praise were integral to communal decision-making and the reinforcement of social bonds. For instance, in early 19th century Europe, public interactions between rulers and the populace gained performative significance, with acclamation playing a pivotal role in political and social spheres. The psychological impact of praise. Delving into psychological dimensions, acclamation significantly influences both the giver and the receiver. Expressing sincere praise can trigger the release of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter, in both parties, fostering a sense of well-being and strengthening interpersonal connection. This mutual reinforcement underscores the power of positive social interaction in enhancing mental health. However, the nature of praise is crucial. Research indicates that the type and amount of praise children receive are critical factors in their psychological development. Excessive or insincere praise during formative years can lead to inflated sense of self-worth, potentially contributing to narcissistic traits. Conversely, Balanced and sincere praise fosters healthy self-esteem and resilience. Acclamation in modern communication. In today's digital age, the dynamics of acclamation have evolved, especially with the advent of social media platforms. These platforms serve as arenas for public approval, where likes, shares, and comments function as modern forms of acclamation. While these can democratize the expression of praise, it also raises concern about authenticity and the potential for superficial validation. Studies have examined how social media platforms facilitate political acclamation, influencing public mood and opinion. The instantaneous nature of these platforms amplifies the reach of acclamatory expression, but also necessitates a critical examination of their impact on genuine human connection. The dual nature of praise. It's essential to recognize that praise can have both positive and negative effects depending on its delivery and context. While sincere and well-placed acclamation can boost self-esteem and motivation, insincere or excessive praise may lead to dependency on external validation or even foster narcissistic tendencies. For example, research has shown that inflated praise can backfire, particularly in children with low self-esteem, leading them to avoid challenges due to fear of failure. This paradox highlights the importance of delivering praise that encourages growth and resilience, rather than fostering a fixed mindset. Acclamation as a tool for social cohesion. Beyond individual interactions, acclamation plays a vital role in building and maintaining social cohesion. By openly expressing approval and appreciation, we contribute to a culture of positivity and mutual respect. This practice can bridge divides, foster inclusivity, and strengthen the fabric of our communities. In educational settings, for instance, the strategic use of praise has been shown to enhance student motivation and engagement. When educators provide effort-focused praise, it encourages a growth mindset, leading students to embrace challenges and persist in the face of difficulties. Practical applications of acclamation. To harness the power of acclamation effectively, consider the following practices. Be specific. Instead of general statements like "good job," offer detailed praise that acknowledges specific actions or qualities, such as, "I appreciate how diligently you worked on this project." Ensure authenticity. Genuine praise resonates more deeply. Reflect on the individual's efforts and achievements to provide heartfelt acclamation. Encourage growth. Focus on praising efforts and strategies rather than inherent abilities. This approach promotes a growth mindset and resilience. Balance praise. Avoid overpraising, which can lead to dependency on external validation. Strive for a balanced approach that fosters intrinsic motivation. Conclusion. Acclamation, when practiced thoughtfully, holds the potential to transform our interactions and relationships. By understanding its historical roots, psychological impacts, and practical applications, we can harness this powerful tool to foster personal growth and strengthen the bonds within our communities. As we continue this journey, we'll delve deeper into the meaning of acclamation, exploring how to implement it effectively in various aspects of our lives. Chapter 2. The Psychology of Praise. In this chapter, we delve into the fascinating science of why praise is such a powerful force in human interaction. By understanding the psychological underpinnings, you'll gain deeper insight into how acclamation influences the brain, shapes behavior, and strengthens relationships. The neuroscience of acclamation. Every time we give or receive praise, our brain releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that plays a central role in feelings of pleasure and motivation. This is why a simple "well done" can instantly uplift someone's mood. Neuroscientists have found that this dopamine response not only makes us feel good, but also reinforces the behavior being praised. For example, studies show that employees who receive regular, genuine praise from their supervisors are more likely to be engaged and productive in their roles. This is because the brain associates the positive reinforcement with the effort put into task, creating a cycle of motivation and reward. Harvard Business Review 2019. However, it's not just about the giver of praise. The receiver's brain also experiences similar positive effects. This mutual dopamine boost creates a unique bond between the two, strengthening trust and comradeship. Acclamation and emotional health. On an emotional level, praise taps into our intrinsic needs for acknowledgement and belonging. Psychologist Abraham Maslow included this in his famous hierarchy of needs, emphasizing that esteem gained through recognition and respect is essential for psychological well-being. Acclamation satisfies these needs in profound ways. For instance, a study published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that children and adults alike experience greater happiness and self-esteem when they receive specific, sincere praise for their efforts. This highlights the importance of making praise effort-oriented rather than outcome-based. Effort versus outcome-based praise. A key insight from modern psychology is the distinction between effort-based and outcome-based praise. When we focus on praising effort, you worked so hard on that project. We encourage a growth mindset, as popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck. In contrast, outcome-based praise, such as "you are so smart," can unintentionally foster a fixed mindset where individuals may shy away from challenges to protect their perceived intelligence or talent. Effort-based praise, on the other hand, motivates people to embrace challenges and view failures as opportunities to grow. Why praise feels uncomfortable for some. Despite its benefits, many people struggle to give or receive praise. Culturally, some societies place a higher value on humility and reserve, leading individuals to downplay or deflect compliments. Others may view praise with skepticism, interpreting it as flattery or manipulation. From a psychological perspective, discomfort with praise often stems from low self-esteem or a fear of vulnerability. If someone doesn't feel worthy of acknowledgement, praise can trigger feelings of discomfort or even imposter syndrome. Practical tip. To overcome these, start by acknowledging your own worth. Practice accepting compliments with a simple thank you rather than deflecting them. Giving praise also becomes easier when you approach it with genuine intent, focusing on the person's efforts or impact rather than exaggerating their qualities. The dark side of praise. Not all praise is created equal. When used insincerely or manipulatively, praise can backfire. For example, a workplace study found that employees who perceived praise as insincere or tied to ulterior motives became disengaged over time. Likewise, in relationships, excessive or exaggerated praise can create pressure to maintain unrealistic standards. This underscores the importance of authenticity. Acclamation should always come from a place of sincerity and mindfulness. How to craft impactful praise. 1. Be specific. Vague compliments like "good job" don't resonate as deeply as specific ones like "I admire how you handled that tough situation with patience and creativity." 2. Focus on effort. Highlight what the person did to achieve their results, reinforcing the value of perseverance. 3. Personalize your praise. Tailor your words to the individual, reflecting their unique strengths and contributions. 4. Make it timely. The closer the praise is to the action, the more meaningful and impactful it will be. The ripple effect of praise in relationships. When practiced consistently, praise has a ripple effect that extends beyond the immediate interaction. Couples who on a regular basis express appreciation for one another report higher levels of satisfaction and trust in their relationships. Parents who use praise to reinforce positive behavior in children often see long-term improvements in their kids' emotional and social development. In professional settings, teams that cultivate a culture of praise often experience stronger collaboration and morale. This is because acclamation fosters an environment of mutual respect and recognition. A personal reflection. Through my own experiences and interactions, I've seen how transformative praise can be. I've watched hesitant individuals bloom with confidence after being sincerely acknowledged. I've witnessed strained relationships mended by a few heartfelt words of appreciation. Praise isn't just about boosting morale. It's about creating connection, fostering growth, and building a world where people feel seen and valued. Conclusion. The psychology of praise reveals a simple yet profound truth. Our words carry immense power. By understanding how praise influences the brain, shapes emotional health, and impacts relationships, we can handle this power with intention and authenticity. As we move into the next chapter, we'll explore how to navigate complexities of acclamation in today's fast, often impersonal world. Together, we learn how to make praise not just a habit, but a way of life. Chapter 3. The Art of Giving Praise. Praise, when given thoughtfully, becomes an art. A deliberate act of uplifting someone's spirit and reinforcing their value. In this chapter, we explore how to master this art, ensuring that our words of affirmation leave a lasting positive impact. Understanding the language of praise. At its core, praise is a form of communication, and like any language, its effectiveness depends on the tone, timing, and sincerity of delivery. Studies show that people respond better to praise that feels personal and genuine rather than generic and careless. For example, saying, "Your creativity in solving that problem was remarkable," carries far more weight than a vague, "great job." Specificity signals that you've paid attention and that your praise is rooted in genuine appreciation. Sincerity versus flattery. The line between sincere praise and flattery can be thin but significant. Flattery often comes across as exaggerated or insincere, whereas true acclamation acknowledges real effort or qualities. Research from the Journal of Social Psychology highlights that flattery, when perceived as manipulative, can damage trust rather than build it. Sincere praise, on the other hand, enhances relational bonds and fosters a sense of mutual respect. Practical insight. Before praising, ask yourself, what do I truly admire about this person's action or character? Avoid overusing superlatives like amazing or incredible unless they truly fit the situation. Timing matters. Catch the moment. Praise is most impactful when delivered close to the event or action being acknowledged. Neuroscientists explain this phenomena as the recency effect, where our brain retain and respond more strongly to recent effects. For instance, praising a team member immediately after they present a well-researched idea not only boosts their confidence but also reinforces the desired behavior for future tasks. Waiting too long might dilute the effect or make it feel like an afterthought. The role of nonverbal cues. Words are powerful, but nonverbal communication can amplify their impact. A warm smile, direct eye contact, or a genuine handshake adds layers of sincerity to your praise. Psychologist Albert Mehrabian's research suggests that 93% of communication is nonverbal, emphasizing the importance of aligning your tone and body language with your words. A mismatch, like a monotone voice with enthusiastic words, can undermine the authenticity of your praise. Cultural sensitivity in acclamation. The way praise is received varies across cultures. In some cultures, overt expression of praise may be embraced and celebrated, while in others, humility and reserve may lead people to downplay compliments. A 2020 cross-cultural study found that Western cultures often favor explicit praise, while many Eastern cultures value significance and implicit acknowledgement. Being aware of this nicety allows us to tailor our approach to praise in a way that respects cultural preferences. Practical tip: when giving praise to someone from a different cultural background, observe their response and adapt your approach accordingly. If they seem uncomfortable with verbal praise, consider expressing your appreciation through actions such as a thoughtful note or gesture. Praise in leadership and mentorship. Leaders and mentors wield praise as a tool to inspire and motivate. Effective leaders understand that recognition is not just about celebrating results, but also about valuing the journey. For instance, a 2019 workplace study found that teams with leaders who regularly acknowledged their efforts reported 31% higher productivity and 24% lower turnover rates. Praise in these contexts becomes a catalyst for fostering loyalty and enthusiasm. Practical insight. Use praise to highlight progress, not just outcomes. Recognizing milestones along the way encourages persistence. Pair praise with constructive feedback to maintain a balance between encouragement and growth. Personalized praise. Knowing the individual. Generic praise might surface in passing, but personalized praise leaves a deeper mark. Understanding someone's unique qualities, strengths, and values enables you to craft praise that resonates personally. For example, for a meticulous colleague, I admire how detail-oriented you were in compiling that report. For a creative friend, your innovative touch in this project truly stood out. Taking the time to personalize praise shows that you value the person for who they are, not just what they do. Practical ways to build a culture of praise. 1. Lead by example. Make praise a regular part of your interactions, inspiring others to do the same. 2. Encourage peer-to-peer praise. In team setting, encourage colleagues to acknowledge one another's efforts. 3. Celebrate small wins. Recognize everyday achievements, not just major milestones. 4. Practice gratitude. Expressing gratitude reinforces a mindset of appreciation and abundance. The ripple effect of thoughtful praise. The effect of praise often extends far beyond the immediate moment. When someone feels genuinely valued, they are more likely to pay it forward, creating a ripple effect of positivity. This ripple can strengthen relationships, uplift communities, and even influence larger societal dynamics. Imagine a parent praising a child for their kindness, prompting the child to show more empathy towards others. Or consider a manager recognizing an employee's creativity, inspiring the entire team to think outside the box. Praise in its purest form has the power to spark a chain of reaction of good. Conclusion: mastering the art of giving praise is about more than just offering kind words. It's about intentionally uplifting those around you. By being specific, timely, and sincere, and tailoring our praise to the unique qualities of the individual, we can create a world where people feel seen, valued, and inspired. As we move on into the next chapter, we'll shift focus on the other side of the coin, the often overlooked skill of receiving praise with grace and humility. Let's explore how embracing acknowledgement can be just as transformative as giving it. Chapter 4: Receiving Praise with Grace. Just as giving praise is an art, so too is receiving it. For many, accepting compliments can feel awkward or even uncomfortable. But learning to receive praise with grace is a vital part of embracing our self-worth and cultivating deeper connection with others. Why receiving praise feels challenging. Despite our yearning for recognition, many of us struggle to accept praise when it comes our way. Why is that? Psychologists have identified several reasons. 1. Cultural conditioning. In some cultures, humility is so highly prized that accepting praise may feel like boasting. 2. Imposter syndrome. This phenomena, where individuals doubt their achievements, can make them feeling undeserving of praise. 3. Fear of judgment. Some worry that acknowledging praise might come across as egotistical or arrogant. Recognizing these barriers is the first step to overcoming them. The power of acceptance. When you accept praise gracefully, you affirm your own value. Moreover, you acknowledge the efforts and sincerity of the person giving the praise. Rejecting compliments can unknowingly devalue their gesture, creating a disconnect instead of fostering goodwill. Consider this perspective. Accepting praise isn't just about you. It's also about honoring the relationship and the intention behind the compliment. Strategies for receiving praise gracefully. 1. Simply say thank you. A heartfelt thank you is often all that's needed to show appreciation. Avoid deflecting the compliment with phrases like, "Oh, it was nothing," or "anyone could have done it." Such responses can diminish both your contribution and the giver's acknowledgement. 2. Acknowledge the specifics. When someone praises you, recognize the specifics of their compliment. For example, if someone says, "You did an amazing job leading the meeting," you might respond, "Thank you. I put a lot of thought into making it engaging, so I'm glad that came through." This not only shows humility, but also demonstrates that you value their feedback. 3. Share the spotlight. If the accomplishment involved teamwork, use the opportunity to highlight others' contributions. For instance, "Thank you. It wouldn't have been possible without the support of my team." This balances humility with generosity. 4. Embrace affirmations. Over time, accepting praise can reshape how you see yourself. Each acknowledgement reinforces your strength and potential, contributing to a more positive self-image. The role of self-talk in receiving praise. How we talk to ourselves internally, influences how we respond externally. If you constantly belittle your achievements in your mind, it becomes harder to accept praise outwardly. Practical tip: practice affirmations such as, I am deserving of recognition for my efforts, to create a mental foundation that welcomes praise. Reflect on past compliments and let them serve as reminders of your worth. Transforming praise into motivation. When praise is received gracefully, it has the power to fuel further growth. Think of it as a mirror reflecting your strength back at you, strengths you can continue to nurture and develop. For example, a student who is praised for their analytical skills might feel inspired to tackle more complex problems. An entrepreneur acknowledged for their creativity might be motivated to innovate further. Navigating criticism wrapped in praise. Not all praise is pure. Sometimes it's accompanied by elusive critics. Learning to discern genuine praise from indistinct criticism is an important skill. Example: you are great at this, but I think you could have been faster. In such cases, focus on the praise first. Thank you for recognizing my efforts. I will work on improving my speed. This response shows grace while addressing the feedback constructively. The ripple effect of grace acceptance. When you accept praise with grace, you set an example for others. You show it's okay to acknowledge one's strengths and that doing so doesn't diminish humility. This ripple effect can inspire a culture where both giving and receiving praise becomes second nature. Practical exercise to improve acceptance. 1. Praise journaling. Keep a journal where you record compliments you've received and your response to them. Reflect on how you felt and how you could improve your acceptance. 2. Role playing. Practice receiving praise with a friend or a mentor. This can help you become more comfortable and natural in real-life situations. 3. Self-praise practice. Before you can fully accept external praise, you need to acknowledge your own achievements. Write down 3 things you are proud of each day and affirm them to yourself. Conclusion: receiving praise with grace is not about vanity. It's about self-respect and mutual appreciation. It allows you to celebrate your worth while acknowledging the kindness of others. In the next chapter, we'll explore how praise can be harnessed to build resilience, helping you overcome challenges and emerge stronger. Let's delve into transformative power of acclamation in the face of adversity. Chapter 5. Praise as a catalyst for resilience. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, is often regarded as intrinsic quality. But what if I told you that praise, when wielded effectively, can serve as a powerful tool to strengthen resilience? In this chapter, we'll delve into how acclamation can help individuals overcome challenges, maintain emotional balance, and build inner strength. The science of resilience and acclamation. Resilience isn't merely about enduring hardship. It's about thriving despite them. Research shows that positive reinforcement, including praise, plays a pivotal role in shaping how we perceive challenges and respond to setbacks. For instance, neuroscientists have found that praise stimulates the brain's reward center, releasing dopamine, which enhances mood and motivation. Over time, consistent recognition reinforces neural pathways that are associated with optimism and problem-solving, key components of resilience. The 3 dimensions of resilience enhanced by praise. 1. Emotional resilience. Praise has a soothing effect on the psyche. In moments of despair, a well-timed compliment can provide a sense of hope and affirmation. For example, a student who feels overwhelmed by academic pressure might regain confidence through recognition of their diligence. An employee facing a tough project might find renewed energy when their effort is acknowledged. Emotional resilience grows when people feel seen and valued, making it easier to weather emotional storms. 2. Social resilience. Praise strengthens bonds within communities, families, and workplaces. When individuals feel appreciated, they are more likely to seek support, collaborate, and build relationships that act as safety nets during tough times. Practical tip: use praise to reinforce trust in your relationships. Even a simple, "I admire how you handle that situation," can fortify connection that foster resilience. 3. Cognitive resilience. The way we think about challenges determines how we overcome them. Praise shifts cognitive focus from failure to growth by highlighting progress and potential. It reframes obstacles as opportunities, empowering individuals to adopt a problem-solving mindset. Case studies. Praise in action. 1. The corporate turnaround. A tech company facing plummeting morale during a restructuring program introduced a culture of acknowledgement. Managers were trained to recognize every small achievement. Over 6 months, productivity increased by 25%, and employees reported feeling more valued, leading to a smoother transition through a challenging period. 2. Community uplift. In a drought-stricken rural village, a non-profit organization used praise to inspire resilience amongst farmers. Recognizing the innovative water-saving techniques publicly motivated others to adopt similar practices. Within a year, the community had doubled its crops yield despite adverse conditions. These examples demonstrate how praise can act as a cornerstone for collective and individual resilience. Using praise to reframe failure. Failures are inevitable, but praise can turn them into stepping stones rather than stumbling blocks. The growth mindset approach. According to psychologist Carol Dweck's research, focusing praise on effort rather than outcomes fosters a growth mindset. Instead of saying, "You are so talented, try," "Your perseverance and creativity really paid off." This elusive shift encourages resilience by valuing the process over the result. Practical exercise. Reflect on a recent setback. Identify one aspect where you showed strength and praise yourself for it. This practice trains your mind to find positivity even in difficult situations. Balancing praise and constructive feedback. While praise is essential, it must be balanced with constructive feedback to build true resilience. Empty flattery can erode trust and fail to prepare individuals for challenges ahead. Instead, combine praise with actionable insights. For example, "I admire your dedication to this project. Let's also explore how we can improve the presentation for next time." This approach validates the effort while guiding growth. The role of self-praise in resilience. Often, we rely on external sources for validation, overlooking the importance of self-praise. Cultivating the habit of self-recognition is crucial for resilience as it creates an internal reservoir of strength that doesn't waver with external circumstances. Practical exercise. 1. Write down 3 things you are proud of each day, no matter how small. 2. Say them aloud to yourself as affirmations. For example, "I'm proud of how I stayed calm under pressure today." Over time, this practice can rewire your brain to focus on your strengths rather than your shortcomings. Building resilience through group acclamation. Communities thrive when members uplift each other. Praise within a group setting has a multiplier effect, creating a shared sense of purpose and resilience. Consider this: a sports team that celebrates each member's effort, not just the star players, fosters unity and collective resilience. Families that emphasize each other's strengths during tough times creates an environment where everyone feels supported. Practical tip: in your personal or professional life, create opportunities for collective praise such as team shoutouts or family gratitude circles. The downside of overpraise: while praise is a powerful tool, overpraising can lead to dependency and reduced resilience. If individuals are conditioned to seek constant validation, they may struggle when faced with criticism or failure. To avoid this, ensure that praise is genuine and specific. Instead of saying, "You are amazing," say, "I admire the way you handled that difficult conversation." Encourage self-reflection alongside external recognition. Conclusion: praise as a lifeline. Praise, when used thoughtfully, becomes a lifeline that pulls individuals from the depths of despair and propels them towards resilience. It is not just about making people feel good in the moment. It's about equipping them with the inner strength to face life's challenges with courage and grace. In the next chapter, we'll explore how acclamation shapes identity, helping us understand who we are and who we aspire to be. This journey into the transformative power of praise continues, offering insight that whisper directly to the soul. Chapter 6: Acclamation and the Art of Shaping Identity. Identity is at the core of our existence. It defines how we see ourselves and how we want the world to perceive us. Yet, the process of shaping identity is deeply influenced by the praise we receive, whether as a child, an adult, or in professional spaces. This chapter delves into how acclamation acts as a mirror that reflects who we are and shapes who we can become. The foundation of identity formation. From a young age, identity is built through external validation. Developmental psychologists emphasize that children develop a sense of self based on the feedback they receive from caregivers, teachers, and peers. Key insight: praise in early life acts as a guidepost. For example, a child who is praised for their creativity learns to see themselves as imaginative. A teenager recognized for leadership qualities begins to identify as someone capable of inspiring others. These labels, bestowed through acclamation, often become the foundation of lifelong identity traits. The dual nature of praise in identity formation. While acclamation has the power to build identity, it can also confine it. Overpraise in a specific area may create a narrow sense of self, leaving individuals feeling boxed in. Consider this scenario. A student praised exclusively for academic success may struggle to see their worth beyond grades. An employee constantly lauded for productivity might find it difficult to embrace their creative side. Solution: balance praise by celebrating both strengths and diverse qualities. Encourage individuals to explore aspects of themselves beyond their current identity framework. How praise shapes self-perception in adulthood. As adults, our identity continues to evolve, but the role of acclamation shifts. Praise now serves as a tool for refining and expanding self-perception. Reinforcing core traits. Recognition helps reaffirm positive qualities we value in ourselves, such as kindness, intelligence, or determination. Unlocking potential. Thoughtful acclamation can reveal untapped abilities, challenging us to grow beyond our perceived limits. Practical exercise. Think of a time someone praised you in a way that surprised you. Reflect on how it changed the way you saw yourself. Case study: the transformational power of praise. Story of an artist's journey. A struggling artist burdened by self-doubt attended a community art exhibit. A gallery owner approached her and said, Your work speaks volumes. It's raw and authentic. For the first time, she saw herself as a legitimate artist. This single acclamation became a turning point, inspiring her to pursue her passion with renewed confidence. The role of self-acclamation in identity building. While external praise is impactful, self-acclamation is the cornerstone of a resilient identity. Relying solely on others for validation creates a fragile sense of self, vulnerable to criticism or neglect. The practice of self-acclamation. 1. Daily affirmations. Start your day by affirming your strengths. For example, I am resourceful and capable of finding solutions. 2. Celebrate small wins. Acknowledge your efforts no matter how minor they seem. Self-recognition builds a robust identity rooted in self-respect. Group acclamation and collective identity. In communal setting, shared praise can shape collective identity. This is particularly evident in organizations, sports teams, or social groups. When praise is directed towards shared values or achievements, it strengthens the group's sense of purpose and cohesion. For example, a company that celebrates teamwork fosters a culture of collaboration. A family that highlights acts of kindness nurtures a collective identity rooted in compassion. Practical tip: create rituals for group acclamation, such as monthly recognition meetings or family gratitude dinners. The dangers of conditional praise. While praise is powerful, its conditional use can distort identity. Statements like, "You are only valuable when you succeed," foster a fear-based sense of self where worth is tied to performance. How to avoid this trap? Use unconditional praise that emphasizes intrinsic qualities such as resilience, integrity, or empathy. Separate accomplishments from self-worth by celebrating effort and intention as much as results. The evolution of identity through praise. Our identities are not static, they are fluid, shaped by the ebb and flow of life experiences and recognition. In relationships, praise fosters intimacy and mutual growth. In professional settings, acknowledgement can redefine career trajectories. In personal development, self-praise becomes the compass guiding us towards our aspirations. Example: a mid-career professional praised for their mentoring abilities might discover a new passion for leadership they hadn't previously considered. How to shape identity through praise. A step-by-step guide. 1. Be specific. Instead of vague compliments like, "You are great," say, "I admire your ability to stay calm under pressure." Specificity makes praise more impactful. 2. Highlight potential. Recognize traits that hint at future possibilities. For example, "You have a natural talent for storytelling. I can see you excelling as a writer." 3. Encourage exploration. Praise individuals for stepping out of their comfort zones, reinforcing their evolving identity. The role of reflection in identity shaping. Reflection amplifies the impact of praise. When we pause to internalize positive feedback, it becomes a building block of self-concept. Journaling. Write down compliments you have received and how they have influenced your view of yourself. Gratitude practice. Acknowledge those who have praised you, reinforcing the value of their recognition. Conclusion. The power of acclamation in redefining identity. Identity is not just about who we are, it's about who we are becoming. Praise, whether external or self-directed, acts as a catalyst for this evolution, shaping our sense of self and our potential. In the next chapter, We will explore how acclamation can foster leadership, empowering individuals to inspire and lead others with confidence and authenticity. Chapter 7: Acclamation and the Leadership Mindset. Leadership is not just a title or position, it is a state of mind, one that inspires, motivates, and guides others towards shared goals. In this chapter, we delve into how acclamation, when used intentionally, can cultivate a leadership mindset. Whether you are leading a team, a family, or yourself, praise becomes a powerful tool to elevate those around you while strengthening your own capacity for leadership. The role of acclamation in leadership development. Leadership begins with belief, both self-belief and the belief others have in you. Acclamation serves as the bridge between the two. 1. Internal leadership. Acclamation reinforces the self-confidence necessary to take charge and make decisions. 2. External leadership. Praise helps leaders build trust and inspire others by acknowledging contributions and potential. Research shows that leaders who regularly offer genuine praise foster loyalty and engagement among their teams. According to a study by Gallup, employees who feel recognized are 5 times more likely to stay committed to their organization. Self-acclamation. Leading from within. Before leading others, you must learn to lead yourself. This involves cultivating self-respect, confidence, and a growth mindset, all of which are fueled by self-acclamation. Practical steps to build internal leadership. Daily affirmations. Reinforce leadership qualities within yourself, such as courage, empathy, and decisiveness. Reflection on success. Take time to celebrate your own achievements, recognizing how they have prepared you for greater challenges ahead. Embrace weaknesses. Acknowledge areas of growth as a leader. Praising yourself for taking risks and learning from mistakes builds resilience. Acclamation as a leadership tool. Effective leaders use acclamation not just to recognize effort, but to inspire action. This involves 1. Building confidence. Praise individuals for their strengths, helping them see their own potential. 2. Encouraging growth. Recognize attempts even if they fall short, reinforcing the value of perseverance. 3. Strengthening unity. Celebrate collective achievements to foster a sense of shared purpose. Example in action. Consider a manager leading a project team. By acknowledging each member's unique contribution, whether creative ideas, problem-solving skills, or attention to detail, the manager not only boosts morale, but also strengthens the team's overall performance. The science behind praise and leadership. Neuroscience reveals that recognition activates the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine, which enhances motivation and engagement. Leaders who use praise strategically tap into this biological response, creating an environment where individuals feel valued and driven to excel. Studies also highlight the link between acclamation and emotional intelligence, a critical trait for effective leadership. By recognizing the efforts and emotions of others, leaders build trust and emotional connection, which are essential for guiding teams through challenges. Leadership through empowerment. True leadership is not about control, it's about empowerment. Acclamation shifts the focus from authority to collaboration, enabling others to rise to their potential. How to empower through praise. 1. Recognize unseen efforts. Highlight the behind-the-scenes work that often goes unnoticed. 2. Praise potential. Encourage individuals to take on new responsibilities by affirming their ability to succeed. 3. Foster autonomy. Use acclamation to build confidence, Then step back and allow individuals to take ownership of their roles. Case study. A school principal transformed a struggling institution by praising teachers for their innovative approaches and dedication. This recognition inspired educators to experiment with new methods, leading to improved student performance and a revitalized school culture. Balancing praise and constructive feedback. Leadership requires both encouragement and accountability. While acclamation inspires, constructive feedback guides individuals towards growth. The key is to strike a balance. Praise effort first. Begin by recognizing what was well done. Frame feedback positively. Focus on opportunities for improvement rather than shortcomings. End with encouragement. Reinforce belief in their ability to succeed. Example: you handled the client presentation with great professionalism. To make an even stronger impact next time, consider simplifying the data slides. I know you have the skills to refine it further. The ripple effect of leadership acclamation. Leadership acclamation has a multiplier effect. When leaders praise and inspire others, they create a culture of recognition that cascades throughout the organization, family, or community. This ripple effect fosters higher engagement. Individuals feel motivated to contribute their best. Stronger relationships. Recognition builds trust and mutual respect. Sustained growth. A culture of praise encourages continuous learning and innovation. Practical praises to develop leadership acclamation. 1. Gratitude circles. Regularly, gather your team or group to share what they appreciate about each other. 2. Acclamation journals. Keep a record of instances where you have praised someone and reflect on the impact it had. 3. Mentorship moment. Identify someone to mentor and use acclamation to guide and inspire their journey. A leader's legacy of acclamation. The most enduring leaders are those who leave a legacy of uplift. By using acclamation as a tool for growth and inspiration, leaders create a positive impact that extends far beyond their immediate sphere of influence. Example: consider Nelson Mandela, whose leadership was marked by his ability to recognize the humanity and potential in others even in the face of adversity. His acclamation of unity and forgiveness became a beacon of hope for an entire nation. Conclusion: leading with acclamation. Leadership is not reserved for the few, it is a mindset accessible to all. By using acclamation to build confidence, inspire growth, and foster unity, you can lead in any context from the workplace to your personal life. In our final chapter, we will explore how acclamation can be a lifelong practice, sustaining fulfillment and purpose in every stage of life. Chapter 8. Acclamation as a lifelong practice. As we come to the final chapter of this journey, we reflect on the enduring power of acclamation, not just as a tool for achieving success, but as a philosophy for living a fulfilled life. Acclamation is not a fleeting gesture or a technique to use only in moments of need. It is a habit, a mindset, and a commitment to recognizing the beauty, effort, and potential in yourself and others every single day. In this chapter, we explore how to integrate acclamation into every stage of life, making it a foundation for personal growth, deeper relationships, and sustained happiness. The timeless nature of acclamation. Throughout history, human civilization have thrived on the power of recognition. From ancient community praising warriors and craftsmen, to modern society celebrating innovators and leaders, the act of honoring contributions has always been central to collective growth. But beyond societal practices, acclamation is deeply personal. It's a way to honor your unique journey and the journey of those around you. When practiced consistently, it becomes a source of 1. Emotional resilience. By recognizing the good even in challenging times, you can cultivate a sense of optimism and purpose. 2. Enduring relationships. Praise strengthens bonds, whether in friendships, family, or professional networks. 3. Continual growth. Celebrating progress motivates you to keep evolving no matter your stage in life. Integrating acclamation into everyday life. 1. Morning rituals. Start each day with an affirmation of gratitude and self-acclamation. Reflect on your strengths and the opportunities ahead. 2. Mindful recognition. Throughout the day, consciously acknowledge the efforts of others, whether through a kind word, a smile, or a simple thank you. 3. Evening reflections. End your day by celebrating your accomplishments and the positive moments you have experienced. Practical exercise. Daily acclamation log. At the start of each day, write down 3 things you appreciate about yourself. At the end of the day, note 3 things you appreciated about others. Overcoming barriers to lifelong acclamation. Even with the best intentions, sustaining a practice of acclamation can be challenging. Common barriers include self-doubt. Struggling to see your own worth can hinder your ability to praise yourself or others. Cynicism. A negative mindset may make it difficult to genuinely recognize the good around you. Fear of vulnerability. Offering praise can feel risky as it requires openness and sincerity. Strategies to overcome these barriers. Challenge negative beliefs. Replace self-critical thoughts with affirmations of your strengths and achievements. Seek inspiration. Surround yourself with positive influences such as uplifting books, podcasts, or mentors. Practice courageous praise. Start small, offering acclamation in safe and familiar setting, and gradually extend it to broader contexts. The ripple effect of lifelong acclamation. Acclamation is not just a personal practice. It is a gift that multiplies as it is shared. When you praise someone, they are more likely to pass that positivity on to others, creating a ripple effect of kindness and encouragement. Case study. A university professor once made it a habit to write personal notes of encouragement to students who showed potential but doubted themselves. Years later, many of those students became leaders in their fields, crediting those small moments of recognition as life-changing. These ripple effects demonstrate that even the simplest acts of acclamation can have profound and far-reaching impacts. Acclamation across life stages. 1. Youth. Building self-esteem and resilience through affirmations and encouragement. 2. Adulthood. Balancing self-recognition with the acknowledgement of others' efforts, fostering collaboration and mutual respect. 2. Elder years. Reflecting on a lifetime of achievements and using acclamation to inspire and mentor younger generations. Each stage of life offers unique opportunities to practice acclamation, enriching both your journey and those of the people you touch. Sustaining acclamation in a changing world. This modern world is fast-paced and often overwhelming, making it easy to overlook the importance of recognition. Yet, it is in these times of uncertainty that acclamation becomes even more vital. In digital spaces, use social media to uplift and praise others genuinely, countering the negativity often found online. In professional life, advocate for a culture of recognition within your workplace or community. in personal relationships. Make acclamation a cornerstone of your interactions, deepening connections and trust. A legacy of acclamation. As you continue to embrace acclamation, you are building a legacy, a way of being remembered not just for what you achieved, but for how you made others feel. This legacy is one of positivity, empowerment, and connection, leaving an unerasable mark on those you encounter. Inspiration from the greats. Think of figures like Mother Teresa, who praised the dignity of the poorest. Her legacy and many others remind us that acclamation, when practiced consistently and sincerely, has the power to transcend time and space. Closing reflection. As we conclude this audiobook, I invite you to take the lessons of acclamation and make them your own. Let this practice become a guiding principle in your life, shaping your thoughts, actions, and relationships. Remember, every word of praise, every gesture of recognition, and every moment of self-celebration is a whisper to your soul, a reminder of your infinite worth and potential. This is not the end of our journey together, but the beginning of your journey with acclamation as your lifelong companion. Whispers to Your Soul by James Keneth.